Hello. Alright, I'll try that again. Welcome to Dating and Development. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't know who I am, now I know. And welcome to the channel, and welcome to the audio stream, whichever one you're listening to. I can't stop laughing because I found this other article. And you know, I used to be a massive fan of Men's Health, don't get me wrong. I used to look up Men's Health ages ago for workout tips and everything else. And now, looking at it, I'm a bit let down. It's like, all around me are familiar faces. Because I'm literally quite let down with it. And you know what? I don't like it. So, I found this article the other day trying to find something to talk about. And it's all about being a simp. Is that demonetized? Who knows? Is it the D word? Who knows? But look, let's get into it. Men's Health. Here's what it means when someone calls you a simp. It's a term used by Gen Z men. It's pretty messed up. Oh my goodness gracious me! And we in the picture we have the Lord Simp himself. If you've ever complimented a woman, apparently you are a simp. A group of young men who are frankly entitled bum-bums have been posting TikTok videos labeling other dudes this newish term. If you compliment a woman, they say it's a simp. It's out of pure irony. It's ironic. That's what the meme is. If you look at the meme culture landscape today with simp, like no one's using simp correctly. It's literally just, you know, trying your best for a girl and then ka-chow, whammy, hoping she'll get with you or hoping she'll recognize you, and she doesn't. That's what really simping is. In the video, a young man typically stands in a frame while a mashup of Rockstar by Post Malone and Hey Ya by Outkast plays in the background. A short sentence appears on screen describing a benign action where a man does nothing nice for a woman. Then it'll cut to the man, often with his hand out, welcoming you to Simp Nation. I'm not gonna lie, I used to watch these TikToks, like, I just love it. Was just so funny, because it was just stupid. But yeah, I'm not gonna play the TikTok. Clearly, these Gen Zers are brazenly shaming men who do kind things for women without getting Frisky Friday fun in return. They're calling these nice guys simp, and the act of being a simp or engaging in simp-related activities is called S to the I to the M to the P, simping. According to these bold boys, there's an army of clueless simp getting played by women, and they do, because men don't necessarily know what they're doing a lot of the time. You know, I used to be a simp, don't get me wrong. Ages ago, I knew nothing better. Okay, I would say, blue pill. I was like, Alex Jones, blue pill. We're selling these blue pills on the Alex Jones store. But yeah, honestly, I used to be like, you know, not courting women, but like being too nice, hoping like, oh my god, she would recognize me. She never did. Changed my ways. You know, success is a lot more. Then you could say, oh well, 10 times 0 is 0 because I get 10 times more women than you. That's my answer. But anyways, men do a lot of things for girls, expecting something in return. They don't get it. They just don't get it. They don't get anything back. So what exactly is a simp? According to the top definition of Urban Dictionary, yes, I'm indeed using Urban Dictionary as a source, you know, because I'm a top class guy. A simp is a man that puts himself in a subservient, less than dominant position under a woman in hopes of winning them over without the female bringing anything to the table. That's not... The definition was posted in 2012. You see, he's 8 years behind. This chap's 8 years behind. The more modern definition is guy does a lot of things for a girl and hoping for something in return, doesn't get it. That's what it is. So the term itself has been around for a while, but only recently through TikTok the label is gaining popularity. The word is supposedly an acronym. According to 2019, or at least he updated the Urban Dictionary post, it stands for, men who worship the medium girls. Yeah. And, oh, Jesus, Genie Mac, these guys are so bad. He says, the YouTube channel TikTok Kingdom, which creates compilations of TikTok trends and uploads the videos to YouTube, made a compilation of simping videos. In these clips, you're considered a simp if she rants to you about her relationship problems and you comfort her. Well, yeah, she's complaining to you and she's going off with someone else. You're the punching bag. You're the friend. She's going off with the other guy then. I know you're comforting her, but then you're like, oh, if she realizes I'm comforting her, maybe she's going to get with me, because Hollywood teaches this and so does media, and all the other ideas that if I be a good guy like this and I comfort her and she realizes how good of a great man I am, she will be with me. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You know, I've seen guys about girls like, you know, commenting, oh, Jared is such a freaking jerk, like, oh my gosh. You know, Irish girls will speak like that. But you know, I've seen it happen, and they'll complain. I've been on the receiving end. She'll complain about her boyfriend. Off you go, Frisky Fridays. When she takes 3 hours to respond, it takes you 5 minutes. Yeah, don't do that either. If she's taking that long to respond, either one, she's testing you, or two, she just has no interest in you. And she goes back, oh, sorry, I'm so bad at replying. No, she's not bad at replying. She's just not interested in you as much. You reply back in 5 minutes, you're sub-communicating to her if you reply back in 5 minutes that you have nothing else really going on with your life. It is what it is. When you pay for her dinner, but she's just a friend, I think that's fine. Like, you know, I might say to my friend, oh, don't worry, I've got this because you did this for me. Because you know, bought me 3 coffees and, you know, 2 rounds of, you know, drink at this bar. I'll get you this dinner. This is perfectly fine. This is on me. Or I haven't seen, it's your birthday, I haven't seen you in ages. This is perfectly fine. But you see, you have to remember with this TikTok meme is that a lot of those is quite ironic. It's an ironic meme. When you play her favorite song on her birthday, but she doesn't date you. Yeah, I'll see that as a bit of that kind of behavior. Like, you know, you're going out of your way to do something for her in hoping she'll recognize you. Or recognize what you did. Great guy, blah 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 blah. She'll recognize she should be with me, and then she realize other guys she's with are bad people, blah blah blah. If you ever complimented a woman, I've complimented loads of women. Depends how you do it. If you go, oh my god, baby, you're so beautiful. Hey there, girl. I think you're beautiful, in a really bad, goofy accent. Then, yeah. Then that's be like, okay. If you keep over complimenting, oh, thank you. I said thank you. She'll go through you, you know. And it's about over complimenting her. Is about as use of putting a chocolate fire guard in front of a blazing fire. It's just not going to work. Why the sudden emergence of the word in the past 6 months or so? Unclear, but it seems that TikTok user, Polo Boy, currently whatever, followed in TikTok, problem figure in the it feels wrong to call them a community, but unless I call them putzes, I can't think of a better term. TikTok, however, is seemingly what allowed #SimpNation to pick up traction and spread. What's the problem with these guys' reasoning? I'm all for teens being, you know, obnoxious. I think it's rite of passage for many of us. But these men aren't just annoying or distasteful. They're spouting bad things in relation to girls, and potentially it's bold. It's going to hurt some people. And when I say they, I mean young men calling others simps, not the supposed simps themselves. If someone criticizes you for being nice to women, feel free to politely give them the finger. Okay. Right. I agree with this guy's statement here in one part, saying, you know, if someone like, it's fine to be nice to people. Like, I don't mind being nice to people, but I don't go nice to people getting something out of it. It's your intention going into it. Now, if you're just trying to help a woman open a door and someone calls you a simp, say like, look, just opening the door, stand up for yourself, perfectly fine. I'm not being a simp, just opening the door, I'm not looking for anything, off her, just opening the door, that's it. I don't necessarily see that as simp behavior. And it's not. I don't think it is, you know, wholly bad towards girls with this. As I said, it's an ironic meme. It's an ironic TikTok meme. Like, at the end of the day, it's a bit of fun. Like, if people get offended by it, well, boohoo.com. I don't know if I can say that because I don't want to get slandered, but boohoo. Boo-hoo, right? What can you do? But anyways, here are the main two problems with how these young men approach women dating and Frisky Fridays. They think they're entitled to Frisky Fridays. These guys are teens. What do you expect? They're impressionable. They're going to go with the trend. Right. I'm well aware the word entitled is constantly thrown around these days, but poopy doopy, are these dudes entitled? They're under the assumption that if you do the bare minimum, these women should, lay in the same bed beside you. They feel as if they're owed Frisky Fridays by women. Spoiler, women don't owe you anything, but also, can't wait to be called a simp after publishing this article. Great success! Wow, wow, wee, wow! It's like Borat when he finds out that he has a lamp in the office. Does my office have a lamp? Yes, every office has a lamp. Great success! That's what it is with this chap. If I went out, great success, I'm called a simp. But women don't owe anything. Men don't owe anyone anything either. Okay? But you go on dating and that, you don't go with the intention, like men do, of indoor Olympics happening. But you have to go in dating and have fun. A lot of dating coaches don't say this. You go in and you have fun. Obviously you do the whole, seduction techniques and everything else, you're just trying to have a good time, but you're wanting to have fun more than anything. If you go in with your expectations high of, having the Frisky Fridays going on, indoor Olympics happening, then you could end up disappointing yourself. You go in having fun, okay? And that's what you should do. Don't worry about these scripts that follow, it's just you should have fun. That's what it is. If you don't click or anything like that, perfectly fine. Move on to the next person. Take the example above when a dude says you're a simp if you play her favourite song on her birthday, but she doesn't date you. Like, what? Is that at the bar? A woman has to date you to play her favourite song? Of course not! And if you want a woman to date you, it is good to be nice. Obviously, don't bend backwards to her every beck and call. No, this guy is on something. He's right. Don't bend backwards to her women call, because she does that, she'll take you for granted. Takes you for granted, she won't respect you. If she doesn't respect you, she won't love you. If she doesn't love you, she'll go with someone else. Or she won't, find you attractive. Love and attraction. Either or. Now, I don't go trying to go, okay, what's your favourite song? I'm going to DJ. Play her favourite song now. Do it now. Play it. I'm not going to do that to a DJ at a bar. If she wants her favourite song to be played, she can go ask herself. She might start viewing you as a pet rather than a friend or love interest. He's right there. He got a nail it on the head. Now, I'm not trying to be patronising to this guy. I'm just seeing what I see. Just two guys playing catch. That, however, is not what these men are describing. They're saying that engaging in basic acts of kindness with a woman is simping. Again, TikTok. It's irony. It's an ironic meme. Some of the ones to do with that are pure silly. It's like if you called a woman by her name and you smile at her, you're welcome to Simp Nation. They believe a relationship between men and women is always about Frisky Fridays. As I mentioned in my previous video, the one there about can men and women just be friends? The thing is that it depends on your priority list. Men, the indoor fun is at top. Women, intimacy is at top. The indoor fun is usually towards the bottom or, close to the end of the list. Not with men. Men will fuel that chemical 12 to 16 times more than women, mind you, for healthy men. Sure, what was it? I don't want to deviate a small bit here, but there was that Russian bodybuilder, and she used to give herself doses of the tea, and she got incredibly, nature calling her and, doing the deed. And she said, I do not know why. No, I'm not going to the accent. She just said, I don't know how men can be like this. I don't know how men can be in this state a lot of the time. Being, wanting to do the deed. She didn't like it. Like, men think a lot about the deed more often than women. I'm not going to sit here and say that straight dudes have zero desire to sleep with their female friends they find attractive. True. Because they do. Of course many dudes do. But that's the only reason why you're friends with a woman, in the hope that maybe one day she'll bone you. Then holy moly, you're a real piece of work. Women aren't objects. Besides, it's 2020, men and women can be friends, real friends. As I said, if they have no interest in each other, they can. But if a woman wants the man, or if the man wants the woman, then they can't be friends. You know, I see a bit more black and white. If you want to tell me in the comments below if you disagree, perfectly fine. I'm up to being disagreed with. I want to hear your thoughts and everything else. But yeah, if guys are just with women just in hopes that them being nice is going to get them with the girl, then you're obviously wasting your time. If she doesn't see interest in you, move on. Find someone else who will be interested in you. You should be nice in general. You should treat women all the same. You know, if you're like, you know, you tease and you have banter with women, treat one woman, treat every woman like that. You know, treat everyone the same, not just the ones you're interested in, everyone the same. If I had to guess, many of the men who are calling other simps were once themselves simps by their definition. Yeah, everyone was like that. If you're not woken up and, I won't say woken up, that sounds so bad. If you don't see the reality of things, you know, that if you cringe in your past today, that means, okay, I've learned, I've grown up. If you don't cringe, you haven't grown up. But looking at it, if you, like, as I said in my previous video, I used to like bend over backwards for a girl I took a liking to, and you know, thinking, oh great, yeah, like she'll definitely like me because I'm doing this for her, and I gave her my jacket when it's cold, this, that and the other. She got my friend instead. So, you know, we all were at one stage until we knew better. Instead of modifying their behavior or actually telling the women that they were crushing on that they liked them, they said to become bold boys. They felt as if they were being used or taken advantage of by the ladies. So now they're lashing out by starting this crusade against other people of the opposite. You know what I'm talking about. I'd be lying if I said I didn't pity them. They're insecure and hurt. Not really they're insecure and hurt. They're just, I want to say insecure. Like, there's been times I've been taken advantage of by women. And do I feel insecure and hurt? No. I learned from my mistakes and I'm moving on. More things to be worrying about. So, that's not always the case, Bucko. But he's going on to a point here, though. Like, the guys should have modified their behavior. They should have. They should have taken the time out to reflect, realize where they were going wrong, and then moving on. Like, he says some pieces here I would agree with. Besides, if they were, as he finishes off here, besides, if they weren't getting Frisky Fridays before this, God knows that they aren't getting the Indoor Olympics after spewing their simping nonsense. Well, guys, just gonna be, you know, having fun and everything else. Like, as I mentioned multiple times, the simping videos, TikToks are ironic. They're for comedic purposes. Obviously, there's some of them that are like, okay, yeah, that would be like that. But you have to realize in the meme culture today, it's taken so out of context that anything you do nice to a woman is regarded as simping. But it's just thrown around a lot of the time where no one knows. Not all people know the clear definition. So, you know, it is what it is. But in reality, to finish off the video, TikTok simping, you know, all fun and games, you know, it's all well and good. I find the meme funny, don't get me wrong, but it's nothing worth writing an article about. What else? Like I say, this guy touches on some good points. Don't get me wrong, can men and women be friends? Depends, as I've mentioned plenty of times, but I won't mention it again. And yeah, we all used to do really cringy things for women in the past, but now we look at it perfectly fine. But what the message I want to get across this video is treat women the same. Now, I'm not going at like, I'm talking about like not putting them on pedestals. I'm not going around hurt, like, I mean, I don't go around and don't hurt them. That's what I'm getting at. Don't do anything to them that be like classified as hurting them or anything. Not what I'm talking about. If you know, treat women who you don't find very attractive, as in like you banter with them and everything else, don't put the woman who's a 9 on the pedestal. Don't. Treat them all the same. That's what I'm getting at. Because they'll pick up on it. They'll pick up on it. So it's okay to be nice, and be nice to people as well. It's not bad to be nice, but don't go being nice expecting something in return. Do it from the goodness of your heart. And that's all I have to say for this. So take care, stay safe, God bless, and all the best.